Oh my God. I was just setting up. Ugh. Everybody's so demanding. Everybody gets so weird when it's like, oh, it's a black screen. What could that mean? I was just, getting ready to rock. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to my YouTube page. So first and foremost, Happy New Year, Internet. And I use happy loosely. Because, like, woof, right? Like, I'm not here to bring the room down, kind of already at a low point. Some might say the lowest, and others the highest. And by others, I mean scientists and doctors, which somehow people got the big balls to come after. When did humans decide to just like hang it up and come for the doctors? When did the collective get together and go, hey, you know who needs to be put in their fucking place right now? Doctors. God, I'm so sick of their shit. Going to school for 40 years, hanging their degrees on their wall, grabbing our bits and telling us to cough. Well, I, for one, have had enough. I'm going to John Hopkins and giving them the what for by cracky. Get in the truck. We're going PhD hunting. Like, was that an email that went around that I just missed? Honestly. Was that like a Facebook event that I was not invited to? Not that I go. Can you imagine how bad the food would be at whatever social club that's going on at? Be a lot of mayonnaise, probably raisins and everything, I bet. Right now in the world, as we wake up together 8 days into 2022, the United States reported 662,000 new COVID cases in just 2 days ago. The fourth highest daily U.S. total ever recorded, and, quote, just 3 days after a record of nearly 1 million cases was reported, according to Reuters and their tally. Quote, the 7-day average for new cases set a record for a 10th day in a row, set a record 10 times in a row at 597,000 new infections, while COVID hospitalizations reached nearly 123,000 and appeared poised to the top of the record over 132,000 set last year in the coming days, end quote. In Illinois right now, Chicago Public Schools, which is the third largest education district in the U.S., shut down Wednesday after a walkout led by the Chicago Teachers Union over unsafe conditions, and there's no word on when that's going to be over. So take a minute and read up on the CTU strike, and don't forget to vote in 2024 in the first ever Chicago Public School Board election because, well, ask a teacher how that's all going. Seriously, do that. Support the CTU. They're just here for you. They're just trying to help, you know? Yeah. Oh, so your wife, Joey Conway, is a biologist and people come after her all the time. Oof, that's the worst. I'm sorry. Meanwhile, the Supreme Court is thinking that Biden's mandatory vax or weekly testing idea for businesses with at least 100 workers is sus, even in the wake of over 835,000 deaths in this country alone. So, also vote in every election forever because that's the only way we're going to get anything done around here. And everything else is fucking canceled. So here we are. The numbers suck. 2022 is a bucket of cocks. But like I said, I'm not trying to bring the room down. It's already low. Just letting you know what's happening here, just in case you, like me, just woke up at 2 p.m. 8 days after New Year's because the crushing weight of the void is driving you back into college dorm life living. Do you remember college? College was gross. It was dirty. It was mostly ramen and microwave pizza bagels, which if that was my diet now, I would shit until I passed out, and not in a good way. Why would anyone want to go back to that time? It smelled like Burger King, hormones, and farts. None of you are safe. You are all guilty of weird, gross shit. Don't act like you just got hired to be here. You've been living here for some time. I'm sorry for getting pissy, but that's just kind of the tradition, right? In times like these. Someone gets pissy and we all agree, so we get drunk and work it out live on the internet, and then weird shit comes out. This is just a moment in time. Just exist with me, please. I don't care how this is going to look on TikTok. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm sorry I'm cranky. Who isn't cranky? I'm hungry and I'm mad at myself for wanting ramen and microwave pizza bagels after just saying it. Also, because everything is closed, all the shows are shut down, and I'm back stuck on the internet. I'm poor now. Now, I know being poor is on fleek. It's bussin'. How do I stay on top of the trends? Now, everything I cook is a hybrid leftover frozen pizza. I finally understand where food trends come from. Mornings now are like, okay, welcome to the debt kitchen. We're doing a couscous chili with a fried egg on top and Cheetos for our main course. All I need to do now is accent light the exposed brick in the hole someone kicked in my wall, and I can start charging people for brunch. I mean, it's not all bad. Downloading games is cheap. And by games, I mean retro CD-ROM games from the 90s on Steam that are on sale for $5. It started as a casual obsession, but it has blossomed into a full-on coping mechanism. So join me on that ride sometime and see if you can find some old shit you used to vibe with from the before times and blast it in the new lockdown. Open the window when you do it. Maybe somebody will yell at you, but hey, at least that's an interaction. Do you guys remember at the beginning of the first lockdown, the first age, back in 2020, when there was those videos circulating of people in Europe singing out the window, and it was so inspiring that people tried organizing one here in the States on Facebook, and it just biffed, and people realized how jaded we are here? And it makes sense that the new normal is basically what everyone was like in the 90s. Everything is just a bucket of cocks right now, which was my favorite band in the 90s. But I'm not going to bring the room down. I'm too high for that. I'm remembering some old school exciting ways to zip tie my emotions right now. I made a bong out of an apple. I made a gravity bong out of a 2-liter. I fashioned a Lego one-hitter. I'm crafting smoke pieces like a kid playing Minecraft on a Mountain Dew Code Red Rush. Nothing in my apartment is safe. My Alexa is side-eyeing me right now, knowing it's just a matter of time. Now, in the midst of all this, I have been Googling new things I don't understand, which, by the way, is not research. To quote a TikToker I am fond of, quote, unless you are a scientist who is conducting clinical trials and then sharing that data with a peer group in your field, you are not doing research. You are Googling things that fit your opinion, and that is called confirmation bias, which we have gone over before. But for those of you who don't understand, that's like when you ask your friend to snap a pic for the grams, and they're like, my phone's not working. And then you grab it like you work for the Geek Squad. You don't. You have no idea. It's just that your phone works, and you assume that means you know how it works. Calm down, hacker man. Just use your phone. Confirmation bias is the pandemic on the back end of COVID-19. And there is no vaccine for that. We tried school, but hey, here we are. Like I said, kind of cranky, and I apologize for that. I also apologize for the lighting in here. It's way nicer in here than it appears on this camera. I promise. But I have been Googling, and I learned about something that I actually think might be stupid helpful here in the new lockdown. Tavern core. Now, it kind of has its origins in bardcore, and that was basically medieval adaptations of popular music. The Guardian dates the origin of bardcore as a distinct trend to 20th of April 2020. Nice. Which was during the first lockdown, but hey, it's been around. We all remember when bluegrass rap was a thing. Now, trendy aesthetics are nothing new, but there are a bunch of new ones coming into popularity because of the internet. There's angelcore, and that's what it sounds like. You got a lot of whites and pastel blues, lace, wings. Basically, you dress like your style stopped with the cover of Smashing Pumpkins' Siamese Dream. There's fairycore. You love mushrooms and flowers, gems and sparkly things, and you twirl around a lot. There's crowcore or goblincore or gremlincore, if you want to sound smart on Discord. And that means you collect things, usually the muddier stuff. You like snails and frogs and mismatched socks, like you're forever wishing you were a Sanderson sister. And prob's the biggest one right now, cottagecore. which, if reading a poem in a field with the wind blowing up your gingham sundress while you chug chamomile tea as the secret garden explodes next door, baby, this is your vibe. But I'm digging on the tavern core aesthetic right now because it's kind of where we're at. Basically, you take that bardcore concept and apply it to everything. Everything is low lit, wooden, a lot of handcrafty things. You basically turn every room in your place into a place that a wizard might assume was an Airbnb. And I'm digging this vibe because it focuses on food, beer, and hiding. Also, lots of candles. Who doesn't love candles? Not only do they light it up just enough, you can use them to spark joints. Now, chemical dependency aside, it's the core that's giving me life right now. So I invite you to Google and learn about it so we can all enjoy a nice hobbity evening while the age of men comes crashing down on itself. And these days, what with people's treating doctors and teachers like they're witches is basically the dark ages. So drink your homemade beer and turn the lights off. You'll save money on the power bill. Look, it's going to be a rough winter. Kind of already is. But there is hope here. Look to those that know what they're doing. Listen to those that do their research, and then take a break in your tavern every now and then, because times are a bucket of cocks right now. But that doesn't mean it's got to keep you down. Get high on whatever you got and weather the storm, because I promise you, it's going to be really awesome when it passes. So there you go. There's your rant for the day. I didn't get to do it live in front of people. Thanks everybody for showing up and hearing me out. Evan Carlos says, I'm 10. How am I paying the power bill? I don't know. Also, you should be playing Fortnite right now. I swear a lot. Also, when you play Fortnite, turn your mic off. Thanks everybody for showing up. I mean, I agree with Sage the Edgelord. Sometimes you got to enjoy the dark ages. And I'm kind of enjoying that right now. Hit me up on the PayPal if you get a minute, because all the shows right now are canceled. So I'm just kind of like doing what I can. Sorry how jumpy this camera is. Calm down, Percy. Here, wait. Let me put a little thing on it. There. Maybe now it won't be so jittery. Oh, no, it's still jittery. Boo. Normally that rant you would have heard would have been in front of people at the Green Mill in Chicago, but because everything's canceled, I'm doing this all from here in my little tavern of jittery cameras, which I will fix for the next one. So thank you for hearing me out. This was nice because I didn't get to do this week, and I finally, first one of 2022. That's huge. Yeah, if you get a minute, PayPal me a little tip here and there, toss a coin to your Witcher, because we're not doing shows. But honestly, what meant more, I think, is looking up what Tavern Core was. I went on TikTok earlier and learned a lot about what it actually is. And I don't know, I think that's my aesthetic now. I think I got it going on. What do you think? When are we playing ROM games and streaming it? Okay. Well, I want Evan, you're broke. Who isn't? I'm going to be back on Wednesday doing some live streams. I've got some people. We're going to play some Phantasmagoria, which is from the 90s. So Hernandez, we're doing it. Don't worry. How many people here tonight who just watched me rant for my first time in 2022? Remember the Green Mill? The paper machete. Anybody here remember that? Anybody here go to that? Because if you have, sorry that it canceled, but we have to. And that would be why I just did that. And for those of you who are just showing up, I'm going to peace out in a minute here. All you have to do is click on this link again and you can rewatch what I just did. So don't be sad. You're going to be fine. We're going to do this. Oh, Colin Byers says yes. Rock on. Yeah, I miss you guys too. So I wrote a mill rant and just did it. Goblin Slayer has a great tavern aesthetic. Yes, it does. But dams. I I don't know. I feel like I'm doing it here. I feel like I've got myself a little tavern core going on. I've got a skull and a candle and some greenery, which I'm always gonna have. Anyway, okay. Devin Rowe came. Hey, you missed it. Sorry. I only give 10 minutes. You gotta be here when the doors open. But the good news is you can go back and rewatch it. Whose skull is that? I don't think I'm at liberty to say. And I think it went really good. Where's the quest board? Oh shit. Yeah, I learned about that a little bit ago on TikTok. You got to have a board. What does the candle smell like? Burning. I wish it was a scented one, but I didn't think that was tavern core enough. I had a pumpkin candle around here somewhere. Let me see if I still find it. Oh, I used it up. Fuck. Right. So yeah, I didn't have my quest board. I apologize. I don't know, guys. So yeah, we're gonna get through it, Joey. I promise. We have to, because I got stuff to say, and I'm gonna do this again this week and probably next week if we still shut down shows. So stay tuned. I guess I'll just be doing them live. I'm gonna start bringing back my little fireside chats where we just do. Candles are delicious. Don't eat them, smell them. It depends though. If it's a soy candle, I guess that you can eat them. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing the fireside chats again, where I like look up a thing and then I rant about it for a little bit. It's just my thing. For those of you who showed up, thank you. For those of you who just showed up, go back and rewatch it. Yes, Joseph, I will see you later in this week. And this is a time moment when we had to scramble and go live so that I can do my thing on Saturday like I normally do. And this was really precious and wonderful that I got to do it. So I will eat my candle. Oh, Scooby Snacks, I perform at the Green Mill every Saturday at 3 p.m. But obviously that's not happening today. So I just did my usuals. You can go back and rewatch it on the YouTubes. Hit up my Birdcast on iTunes and all that kind of stuff. Find me on TikTok. I have a link tree. Let's see. There. You can find me all my stuff right there. I'm getting emotional because I miss everybody's faces, and I'm sorry I didn't get to do this live. Next Saturday, let's hope it's live again. Because yeah, Scooby, if it's not, I'll be here on YouTube doing it. If your phone died. Ursula's here. Hello. Yeah. I'm glad you're here. Miss you too. Yeah, so Scooby, if we're doing it live again, I'll be at the Green Mill on Saturday at 3 p.m. If not, I'll be right here in this little box. As I also will be on Wednesday. I'm playing some old school games. Meanwhile, if you missed the rant, go back and rewatch it. It was hastily done in a moment of weakness, and I hope you enjoy it. I love you, everybody. Find me on TikTok, and I'll see you guys next week or this week. Who knows? Devin Rose says the project is coming along. I just need you to review it. Devin is speaking of something that we're working on together, and I cannot wait for you all to see it. It's going to be huge. Get ready. Oh, and yeah, we went there. It says places for me to check out touring later. Oh, yeah. Laughing Skull's been repped like a bunch lately. That's huge. And Stand Up Live in Huntsville. Done and done. On the list. All right. I love you. I love you all. Find me on the TikToks and the Instagrams. I'm going to go live a lot more because the shows are canceled, so I'll be here a bunch. And I don't know, smoke them if you got them.